Given the well-publicised challenges that the retail sector and particularly UK high streets have faced recently, it may come as something of a surprise that in 2018 more than 13,000 new stores opened across the country. However, this was outweighed by the 18,000 plus shops that closed down during the same period. So what does the future hold for shops that have closed and have little prospect of finding new occupiers?
Well, in the shopping centre sector, we are working with various administrators and owners to create strategies which can stabilise distressed assets. An important part of this is how to introduce alternative uses, and the first step is understanding just how much floor space is never going to be used for retailing again. Well, it's really not as simple as saying, great, we'll knock down half the centre and build flats. We're also in discussions with the NHS for medical hubs and even education providers. You have to work with all relevant stakeholders, and of course, local authorities are central to this. And while shopping centres attract a lot of publicity in terms of retail difficulties, the more widespread challenge involves individual, often large-scale units throughout the UK.
BHS went into administration in 2016, and today, just under half of the 160 stores which are closed are still empty. With the failures of House of Fraser and more recently Debenhams, the amount of redundant department store space is increasing. However, some are heading towards a new future, but not as shops.
We're standing in front of the former BHS department store in Stratford-upon-Avon. It closed in 2016 and it's been empty ever since. We've now bought the site for a developer client and have secured an operator for a new 170-bed hotel. The scheme will also create a new restaurant in the adjacent unit. None of the original 72,000 square feet will remain as retail, and this is exactly the sort of initiative the market requires to rebalance. We're currently repurposing department stores and redundant retail space across the whole country. In these situations, it's vital that the redevelopment is occupier-led. The solutions are unlikely to be retail, and in many instances, we're incorporating a number of different uses. Understanding the demand and end values is key to making it work. The design stage follows to assess the costs and establish the most viable solution. When you're looking at transformational projects like these, you need an advisor who can provide occupational advice across all sectors, combined with development, investment, planning and building consultancy expertise.
The acute shortage of housing across the UK is also offering an opportunity for redundant stores to find a new future.
The trend towards urbanisation, where people want to work, live and play in the same urban location, means that there's new potential for the high street and in-town shopping centres to create new homes. Previously, selling off homes in a mixed-use environment caused ownership problems, but with the rise of generation rent, these schemes offer a chance to landlords to retain control but enhance income and value. We are currently working on a variety of projects which achieve these aims, such as a former Debenhams store with potential to create 150 apartments and a suburban shopping centre where even partial redevelopment can create over 400 residential units. By delivering high quality and well-managed homes, it will not only create new value but also enhance the townscape and the vibrancy of the location. Of course, these redevelopments are always driven by viability, but there are increasing options for bringing these properties back to life, but not as shops.